Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Ann Varillo here with StampWithAnn.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Auburn, New York. Happy Friday. It is April. Wow. No, it's May. It's May 16th, and I'm super glad to be here today. So, anyways, just a couple of things before we get started on our crafting. If you guys are watching me on my YouTube channel and you aren't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe and then hit the little bell icon afterwards so that you get notifications of when I go live and when I post other videos. And then same thing for my Facebook page. If you're not following me on Facebook, make sure you give me a follow. And also on both, give me thumbs up if you like my videos, and always leave me a comment. Even if you're watching the replay, I love to go back and look at the comments and see where everybody's watching from. So anywho, it's Friday. Today's the last day for my card class kit to go. Well, actually, tomorrow's the last day to place an order. But today I'm featuring the last card in the card class kit to go. So if you're not familiar with my card class kit to go, if you make a $45 purchase in my online store, excluding the tax, shipping, and rewards redemptions, you can get the kit that includes enough product to put together 6 cards. So that's 2 of each design. And I also include the envelopes because you can't send a card without an envelope. Hi, Kelly. Happy Friday. So anywho, this week I've been crafting and creating with the Sweet Jar bundle, and I really love it. It's so versatile. It's got lots of different things to fill up your jar with, and it's got a great punch as well. So I really like it. So let's get down to my craft table because I do want to share a couple other things that are going on. Okay. All right. And if you've watched before, hi Joan from Washington. Just a quick reminder, all through May, if you join Stampin' Up! And join my Craft and Create crew, you pay $99 and you get $165 in product. So that is that's a lot of product. But anyways, it's great for this month's special. Normally you get $125 worth of product, but through the end of May, you get $165. You also get to enjoy a 20 to 25% discount. You don't have to hold parties. You don't have to sell. If you just want the discount to be able to take advantage of, to stock up on all your crafting supplies, then it's a perfect thing to get. So that is going on through the end of May. And look, my little face is gone on my craft table. I usually have my face right down here somewhere, so I don't know what happened. Something happened. Anyways, we'll keep going. Today, though, is the last day to sign up for my Spring Fling Celebrations virtual retreat. And Kelly, I know you're signed up. I'm so excited. This is a virtual retreat I do in partnership with Patty Dolan. She is from PS Papercrafts, and she's another wonderful demonstrator. But we put together retreats a couple times a year. And so this is our spring one, and we're featuring the Cheers and Sips bundle. So if you haven't joined yet, you can still register. There's a link down below, and go ahead and check it out. It's going to be a fun retreat. We do a lot of prize patrols, and you get a goodie bag with the designer series paper, embellishments, and ribbon to go along with that. All right. Okay, one more pitch. This is my Craft and Create Club. So I'm featuring, it's a monthly subscription-based club, but I'm featuring for May, I'm featuring the Gallery and Blooms bundle. So these are the 4 cards, so you get enough supplies to make 8 cards. And these are the cards that are featured in my May Craft and Create Club. So if you haven't joined yet, you have until the 19th of this month to join. Oh, 45 years ago, Joan? Wow, I remember that when Mount St. Helens erupted. They had ash everywhere. Yeah, I remember that. I'm a little old. Yes, Kelly, you're excited for the spring fling too. I know we are too. Patty and I were just talking yesterday or texting about our pillow gifts. So we're kind of excited about those too. Anywho, let's start. Here is the card that we did on Monday. So super easy. These are little chocolate chip cookies that we put in the jar. This is the card that we did on Wednesday. Now these are jelly bellies, so jelly beans. So I showed you how to do that. And then this is the fun fold we're gonna do today. It's just a super easy gatefold card with a belly band, but we're gonna go ahead and do this one today. It is, I'm telling you, fun fold, super easy fun fold. So let's get all this out of the way. In your kit, you're gonna get your supplies. So here is the supplies. I emboss everything. If it's not in the bundle, and I've used like this die. These are the the notes. What is it called? The I forget. But this would be included because that's not part of the bundle. Yes, it's a cute card, right? I love it. And then also the designer series paper. I'm using some of the in color specialty paper, and we're just going to punch tops out of that. As you see, I've done that right here. So let's get started. Now this fun fold is super easy. This is, let me see my measurements here. This is Petunia Pop. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 2 1/8 on each side. So let's just start. Before I burnish these fold lines, I'm going to go ahead and put our designer series paper on. It's a little easier when you don't have it folded yet. So I am just going to use my glue. This is the Unbound. I'm forgetting everything today. Unbound Beauty designer series paper, which I love. And I do believe that's carried over into the new catalog. Love the colors. Yes, Kelly, I love the colors too. You didn't really get the candles in a jar thing, but cookies and jelly beans. Yes. Yeah, the candles in the jar. I know. I was being a little creative with that. Actually, I can't remember if I saw it at Onstage, because they did show this set at Onstage, and I think I might have got the idea from Onstage. But yeah, the candles in the jar, it's kind of different. It's a little funny. But I like the candles. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna burnish these ends in real good with my thing here. So I just want those to be down good. So let's go ahead and guess what? I forgot to do my scrap piece of, well, did I? Is it in the thing? No, it's not. I have to get an extra piece of white paper. Let's see what I got here. Okay, so while I'm at it, I'm just going to fix the inside of this too. I've got a little strip of the designer series paper here. I like the colors. That's one of the things I was trying to go for with these candles. So, oops. Got a little bit of glue here. All right. Let's just add this little strip here. Try and get that on good. And I always use the glue because I can maneuver it a little bit. Now, when I have a little bit of this leftover hanging off the edge, you can barely see it in the video here. I just take my paper snips and snip it. Just to get that off. There we go. And let's see, we need, I didn't show you this. This is the set. So you can do hearts in there, you can do cookies, jelly beans, 4-leaf clovers in the jar. It's very cute. So let's get some of our stuff out that we're gonna need. I need my candles, I need this extra candle, I need my happy birthday, okay, and oh, I need this because I'm going to stamp in the inside, and I think the inside of this said party, sending a little party. So where's my party sticker? Here it is. Sending a little party your way. Okay. So let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead. I've got the this out already, the inside. So we're just gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna put my jar on here, and let's see what color. I used Petunia Pop. So we'll get that out. We're just going to stamp that right in the center here. I'm going to be sad when Petunia Pop leaves because that's one of my favorite colors. Okay, that's our, might as well do it here too. What color? Oh, I do it in green. So let me get that off. Ah, I need my Shy Shamrock. I think I did Shy Shamrock. Or no. Yeah, maybe it's Summer Splash. Yeah, Summer Splash. Let's see. Yeah, Summer Splash I used. So we're going to go ahead and stamp that over here. Right here. Put that up. There we go. And I also need to stamp it on my tag here. Textured note dies, that's what that is. Textured note dies. So I'm going to do it towards the bottom because I still want to have my little happy birthday down there too. So, and I'm going to angle this one. There we go. Just like that. Don't need that anymore. Let's see, I need my happy birthday. I'm doing all kinds of stamping today. Usually I have all my stamps mounted and ready to go, but I didn't do that today. But we're going to do it now. So I need happy birthday. Oops. Okay, and I am going to do that in Petunia Pop. So you can see right here. I'm just going to put that right down on the bottom. Now this just barely fits, so hopefully I get that straight. It's kind of hard. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and now let's do finish the inside off. I love this little stamp. Sending a little, and then there's a blank space so you can use the different sentiments, either love, party, sweetness, whichever you have. So let's see what, I did that in Summer Splash. So we're going to take this one. Get that off of there. Just put that right in the middle. Sending a little party since it's birthday. Where's my party? And I can use this block here. Put these up here. Now I'm going to switch up that color, and I'm going to use the Petunia Pop. And I just need to come in here, and you just have to line it up a little bit. So when you come in, just kind of try to get that right in that center spot there. There we go. Sending a little party your way. So we've got that for the inside. Let's go ahead and put that in. Oops, put that up there. I guess you could, there's so many ways you can use the candles. You can just stamp them all in a row on another pattern or another cardstock, or put them on a die like that. If you didn't want to stick them in the jar. So we're just going to put that in there. Just like that. And then, let's see, I did the purple, or not purple, Petunia Pop. Let's stamp or punch our lid out. So I didn't stamp the lid, I just punched it out with this, the little, there we go. And I am just gonna put it at a diagonal, just like that. So just need a little bit of glue. Tomorrow, my son, he just got his master's. He finished his master's for education. So he's gonna walk. He's in his early 30s, but he's gonna walk at the ceremony. His wife wanted him to. So we're gonna go tomorrow and see him graduate with his master's. So we're excited about that. All right, that's the inside. Isn't that cute? I think it turned out so cute. Okay, so let's finish this off because we are going to be doing some stamping here with our colors. And let me see this. So check this out, you guys. I was trying to do, I was going to use my Stampin' Write markers and do these in different colors. And I accidentally used my blending brushes, and it doesn't come off the color. So it looks a little funny. So don't use your blending brushes on your stamps. That's the thing. So I'm gonna use, let's see, is this one? Yeah. I'm gonna use this little tiny one. And all I did was come in here and I changed up the colors a little bit. So this is the Pretty in Pink. And I'm just going to stamp it over here towards the end of the thing. And then I'm going to do Summer Splash. Oops, my light went off. There. And we're going to stamp that right next to it. And then I'm going to clean this off. And then we're going to stamp a pink one in there. Oh, darn it. Oopsie. Pretty in Pink. We're just going to stamp that right next to it. There we go. Oops. I got it a little bit out of the line. Then I'm going to use Petunia Pop. Come in here. Right next to it. And then I'm going to try and squeeze that pink one in one more time, maybe. Yeah, I can do it. There we go. Oh, getting them out of the bottle, out of the jar. Okay, then what you'll notice here is, here I came in with the Daffodil Delight to fill in some of those spaces. So I'm going to do that with the Daffodil Delight. That's one. And then that's two. Okay. Got that. We're going to do the same thing over here. Pretty in pink. And I'm going to do this before I punch it out. But I can mix up the colors. So I'm going to come in with Petunia Pop. Right there. Then we're going to come in with one more pink. And just stamp it right next to these. This time we'll try and make sure these all get into the jar. Now I'll do Summer Splash. Oh, Joan, that's a good idea. You're going to put eyeballs in your jar for Halloween. So you still have the ghoulish grunge stamps. That's a good idea. See? There's so many ideas for this jar. Actually, you know what else you can do? You can, of course, we all know we have lots of flower stamps and stems and all kinds of floral things. You can make a real pretty floral arrangement with this one too. So I'm going to come in here with my Summer Splash. Then I'll do one more Pretty in Pink. Just want to make sure I clean that stamp off. We're just going to stamp it right here. There we go. And now I'll fill it in with the Daffodil Delight. One right here. And one right here. There we go. Okay. Now last but not least, we need to put a little bit of, let's see. You know, you guys, I do not like having all of my inks open on my thing here. Makes me a little nervous. So I'm going to close these. Put these over here. I'm going to leave out the Daffodil Delight because we need to put the little flames on our candles. I'm just going to come in and do this real quick. And you'll notice this has, if you can see it, it has a little bottom piece right there. That's where it's going to go on your candle. So if you just want to kind of eyeball that so that you get the thing there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and this one I'm going to stamp them all because these and yeah, because this one's going to be on top. Now this one, I'm just going to stamp these over here. And then we'll do one more right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and punch this out with our punch. And I showed you guys this before. Once you get it lined in there, just kind of squeeze it down just to make sure you've got it right. And then punch it out. We need one more punch of this for our lid. Okay. Get away with that. Now that we have this, I'm actually going to put our lid on here. I should probably put our lid, because if I put the lid on, you know what it's going to do? It's going to smother out all my candles. That's okay. All right, I'm just using a little bit of glue right down there, and then I'm going to put the lid on. Just glue it on. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and pop this up with some dots. Oops. And we will pop it on the top here, and then we'll do our belly band. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this right about here. There we go. Okay, now comes the fun part, the belly band. So when I first made this, I was like, all right, this is kind of boring. I don't like my belly band. So when I was going back through this, I said, wouldn't it be pretty if I embossed the belly band just like this? Isn't that pretty? I like it better embossed. And then there's just so much more, it's just adds so much more to the texture to the card. Okay, so to do this, I'm just gonna kind of line this up and eyeball it. And I am going to fold one end over and fold the other end over like that. Make sure they're straight. And then I'm gonna get some tearing tape, and I'm just gonna put a little bit right there. So here's our tearing tape. Just a little strip. I use this because it's a little stronger than our glue, and it's also a little stronger than Stampin' Seal. You could use your Stampin' Seal Plus, but I am all out of my Stampin' Seal Plus. So I'm going to take this off. I'm actually going to fold some of that over. See, I got a little bit here. I just want to fold that over a bit. Okay. So we're just going to seal that down real good. And this is going to go over it. Let's see. What did I do with here? Yeah, I glued that. I didn't put this up on dots. Okay. So I just want to look. I'm going to glue this part in the middle. So this is a very easy fun fold. So when I do this, I just want to kind of make sure getting it right on there. Good. Yep. You can kind of see under here. The other option is to just put the glue on your belly band. And look, this isn't straight. I got to get it straighter. There we go. That's better. And here is, but I got to add some bling. You can't forget your bling. Oops. You want to make sure you can slide this down. You don't want it too loose, but you don't want it too tight either. So we're almost done here. I have used the 2024-2026 in color resin dots, and I use the Petunia Pop. So I'm just going to add a couple of these. Oh, actually, I did the green Summer Splash, but I like my Petunia Pop, so I'm going to add these to it. I'm going to put a big one over here. Now, I didn't even do, I put the dots on here because it was so boring. So, but I don't know. I don't think I need to. So I'm going to use one more little dot over here. Maybe I'll cover up my boo-boo a little bit. There we go. Okay, this is the Fun Fold card for the day. So isn't it cute though? Even though you don't get the idea of the candles in the jar. That is a funny one. I never thought of that, Joan. But yeah. So the kit, Kelly, I know you got your kit. But anyways, I'm super excited. I can't wait till next week to share my other card class kit to go. You'll find out Sunday what that is. But thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So have a good day and have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.